So, here we are again. This time we're going to give you little lessons on how to smoke fish. These are salmon, came from Lake Superior, and I have a lot of friends who tell me that they smoke their salmon and they use one little round smokers, and I ask them, what temperature do you smoke at? They say, well, I don't know, I just smoke it. Well, I have one of those little round ones, and their temperature is like 225 degrees minimum. Anytime you're over 180 degrees, you're cooking it. Now, cooking fish over smoke is not a bad idea, but it's not smoked fish. The brine that we use, and there's several different kinds of brine, we soak our fish in the brine overnight. Now, I cut my fish into into wider and thinner cuts. I cut across the back and I hang them. Now, the reason we hang them is so we can dry them properly. They have to have this dry feeling, dry to the touch, before you can start smoking. It's a, what do they call it, a pedicle that has to be formed around the meat. If you smoke your fish, you need to dry them first, and the drying process takes about a half an hour. And if you look at your fish as they're drying, you will see little strings of grease coming off the bottom. If the grease is coming off too fast, you're drying them too fast and your meat will get soft. They have to be dried slower than that. The strings of grease that comes off of these fish should never get longer than about 6 inches. If they get longer than 6 inches, they're too hot. You got to leave the door open. I put a piece of 2x2 in my door to keep it open during the drying process. Now, I'm drying mine right around 160 degrees, and with the door open it's probably around 150. What's going to happen when they get dry to the touch, I will close the door, run the temperature up to 160, and I will leave it there for no less than 5 hours. It takes that long to smoke fish that are in chunks. So I'm going to turn the camera back off, and I will get back to my fish a little later, and we'll see you then. Thank you. Bye. Okay, here's the fish that came out of the smoker last night. We dried them for 1 hour at 150 degrees, and then we smoked them for 6 hours at 170 degrees. This is the first time I ever used the Green Mountain, so I don't know what they're going to look like. So let's take a look together. Oh, we have got smoked fish. Let me zoom in a little bit on that for you. Never touched it. 1 hour of drying at 150, closed the door, and smoked it for 6 hours at 170. And here we are. See you guys later. Bye.